This is a random beginning of a series, I guess, and I might do. Um, it's kind of make people aware of what TMJ does to people. I've suffered with TMJ for a couple years, for a while now, actually. Um, and it's really hard to tell people how it feels, so it's kind of like one of those things where when it's happening, they just think that you're probably being dramatic or that it can't be as bad as you say it is because they don't understand what it feels like to constantly have some kind of pain in this area of your face or in this area or here for that matter when you have TMJ. Um, as you can tell, might be able to tell, this side of my face is slightly swollen. Can you see? Mm-hmm. Compared to this side. See my defined jawbone right there? Kind of sticks out a little further over here. It's a little puffy in this area. Don't mind the freckles or the bad nail polish. But this is what swells up before my jaw locks shut, which they call a cosmetic problem. Um, but this is kind of what it does. I don't know if you're able to hear that, but you may be able to see it. It goes all the way through my temple, which then causes these muscles to contract all the way down the back of my head. I sleep with a bite guard. It's real cute. It just goes through my two, obviously, big front teeth, which doesn't help with anything really. It did make my headaches go away. That's why it was originally given to me, was for my nighttime grinding, so that it would help with the headaches, because they would make me to where I just laid in dark rooms for days on end until the headache just kind of subsided. I would get sick. I would throw up. It was never anything that great. In fact, it almost ruined nachos and cheese for me. That was really sad. I couldn't watch movies because the constant concentration would make my head pound like nobody's business. And I thought maybe I just get migraines, but the more I realized it was linked to my jaw, the more I kind of got actually kind of pissed off because they won't do anything to help me. Like if you take a straight shot of my face, you can see where it's currently swollen and it's currently not. The cushion that belongs here, like in your joint here, is actually down here now. It doesn't, it actually feels kind of nice to rub, but it sends like pulsations all across my head. Currently I'm in pain and I have one of those headaches. Now I want to tell you that I'm already 16 Vicodin, or not, sorry, not Vicodin, 16 ibuprofen in today, because they took away the Vicodin they were giving me to help me with my jaw. So because I guess because it's a narcotic, I don't really know why they logically think that I shouldn't have anything painkiller wise. But I also have peptic ulcer disease, which is bleeding ulcers. So ibuprofen really isn't the best thing for that. So I guess either one way or another, either I'm gonna starve or my stomach will just bleed until I'm dead. Seems logical. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm making this, is because probably within the next couple hours, my jaw will probably be locked shut, which kind of sucks because I'm making ribs right now. But I will keep you posted. I will definitely make another video if my jaw locks shut, and I'll upload that as well. I've looked into TMJ support groups because it does take you to some dark places. Because you see, there's this little spot in the back of your head. I don't know if I'm in a good angle for this, but right here, if you press really, really hard, like underneath the skull, almost, it's kind of gross, but if you kind of press here and down this muscle, it does tend to cause it to loosen up for a few minutes. And one of the big mistakes people make is they usually go to heat. They go to heat to help with their jaw, when it actually, heat's not necessarily a good thing. Sometimes putting just ice on it will help the swelling, even though like heat, you would think the muscle, you want to heat the muscle, retract the muscle a little bit, or loosen it, I guess, technically. But sometimes it actually doesn't help. It just kind of burns your skin. I've tried plenty of different methods to stop the pain. I have pushed on that back there till I'm blue in the face, and it'll relieve the headaches for a while, not necessarily the tension in my jaw. Did I mention too that this is something that simple things can cause? Eating, you don't eat things that you used to eat anymore once you have TMJ, and it's like a constant pain. You don't eat things that you used to. You'll no longer want sandwiches. Forget about a sandwich. You don't want to eat Subway because all that bread. Not a good plan. Pizza. Pizza becomes hard to chew. Don't eat the crust of pizza. You'll never eat the crust of pizza again. You don't want to necessarily keep eating soft foods, but you kind of tend to push yourself towards soft foods. Or just noodles. Mac and cheese. That's good, right? So meat becomes a problem. Eating hamburgers, hot dogs, because you gotta open your mouth far to bite into it. People always make fun of me because I eat plain food, which granted I'm a plain eater anyways, but I'll eat like a plain cheeseburger because I can't have it stacked with a bunch of stuff. Because I can't get my mouth into it. Cupcakes, those are out. You can take cupcakes and kind of break them in half or take the frosting off so you don't have it all over your face because you really can't open your mouth as far. Like that, when it starts to lock, you can't really open your mouth as far because you don't want to cause the tension, which causes the pain, which causes you to be nauseous and want to just sleep. So cupcakes, you won't really eat those anymore. You can't, they tell you when it's locked shut. They're like, oh, you can drink milkshakes. No, you can't. You can't suck in on the straw. So that doesn't help the argument any. You can't really drink milkshakes because you gotta, especially if they're too thick, you can't suck them through the straw anyway. So you're kind of screwed there, and nobody wants all that cold stuff hitting their teeth. So that's out. Basically, soup through a straw. You can suck soup through a straw, so that's usually one way to go. Or yogurt. Yogurt, I hear, is good, but I don't eat yogurt, so I don't do that. Sorry, my cat keeps trying to interrupt me here. Here she is. Hi, Jade. Say hi. And nothing. But yeah, she was just in my face. So basically, I just kind of want to start documenting what this does to a person throughout the days. Today's only Sunday. I worked one day so far this week. I worked till Thursday. I really can't take time off work for it because, well, who can really afford to take time off work nowadays? And I talk a lot at work, so it doesn't really help. Avoiding stress helps. I did notice like I can actually feel my face muscles relax. So I have tried doing that where I focus really hard on always relaxing my face, which basically gives you resting bitch face all day, but that's okay because it really doesn't matter because you're already in pain. You don't want people talking to you anyhow. So far my recommendation would be to avoid stress, bread, cupcakes, and face trauma probably. I mean, eventually it kind of goes numb in there, like in here. It'll kind of go numb. Just kind of creepy too, because when you touch it, you know you're touching it, but you don't actually feel it on the inside anymore so much. Which I'm sure is probably something bad. Like this is my cushion. I'm pushing on my cushion right now. Feels amazing, let me tell you. But it also changes the shape of your face. TMJ, if you notice, like the shape of my face isn't the same anymore. Like it's not parallel. Well, not parallel, whatever it's called when they're the same on each side. I can't think when my head hurts like this. But basically, it changed the shape of my face. My cheekbones used to be really defined, and over time, it kind of isn't anymore. Like you can see where it swells up. It's really the only definition you get over here now as it readjusts itself. That's where my jaw should be. Feels okay there for a little bit. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay, so that's not a good idea. Don't do that. I did some research, and because my dentist recommended a device called a Herps device. Sounds attractive, I know, but it's really expensive. And again, insurance doesn't cover it. And what it basically is, it's a metal jaw. You get like they put like this metal jaw in your mouth, and they cement it to your teeth, which kind of sounds a little gross. And then it basically does all the work for you, and it's to realign your jaw. And then they'll put braces on you on both to pull your top teeth up and your bottom teeth down so that they realign, which will stop like grinding, and it'll stop the pressure on your jaw, I guess is what it's really meant to do. It kind of takes the work off your jaw. But I don't know if I can do that because, again, insurance doesn't cover any of it because it's not actually required. They say it's a cosmetic problem, so dental doesn't cover it and medical doesn't cover it. Now I have like pain right here. And everybody tells me, like, oh, just don't talk when your jaw hurts, which oddly enough, it feels better to talk, because if you don't talk, then it just kind of rests there, and that's what usually will cause it to lock up. And locking up your jaw isn't good, because then you're super hungry for God knows how long until it decides to open up. Valium will usually get it open. I found that out by going to the hospital so they can help me get my mouth open again, which after a couple shots of Valium, they still have to pry my mouth open. So it sounds really gross when somebody snaps your mouth open. I've actually had people hit me in the face to open it when I can feel it like starting to unlock, which is not exactly the best thing to do, but sometimes when you're desperate, you do what you gotta do. But the longest so far that it has completely locked shut has been 84 hours. So, basically, I lived off protein shakes and things like that. Oh, and if it does lock shut, the Kellogg's chocolate breakfast shakes, those taste like chocolate cake batter. So that's good, right? There's a plus. So basically, don't get TMJ. That's all I can say. Because it makes you a little miserable. Very miserable. So, you might hear from me later. If this continues today, I will follow up and let you know if it locks up on me. Not sounding too good. All right, well, I'll see you guys later.